Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. I want to take a sacred moment to personally welcome you into this space and introduce you to the heart of this channel. It focuses on channeled messages, soul love, and forward movement. Here we clarify the past, heal the present, and intentionally manifest the future as creators of our own personal worlds. Professionally, I'm known for regression therapy, divine sciences, and quantum healing. I've been a tarot reader for only about a decade, but I'm also a student and master of the sciences. So whether it's your very first time here or you're one of my beautiful returners, I want you to know that you're deeply appreciated. To my returning family, thank you for your continued support, your energy, your love, and your presence. You truly help build and bless this space. And for those of you who are new, welcome into the family. I'm so grateful that your spirit led you this way. This is a safe space designed with you in mind. Every message I channel here is received from source only, with love, protection, and guidance from the Holy Spirit itself. My intention is always to bring clarity, healing, confirmation, and forward movement into your life, especially in the areas of love and career, connection, self-worth, soul growth, and divine alignment. In today's extremely personalized pick a card reading, you'll have the options to select from Reiki-infused, hand-selected crystals, oracle cards, and tarot designed with you in mind, as well as your zodiacs. That's right. Your sun, moon, Venus, and rising signs are timestamped below. Here's how it works. For part 1 of your reading, there's a collective message. And to amplify the accuracy and extend the messages, you can click on group selections 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then your sun, moon, Venus, and rising signs to make it more specific to the information you wish to receive. For instance, your sun sign for your path, the moon sign for relationships and emotion, Venus may be more about love or your person, and your rising sign is how they may see you, but also helpful when navigating along your journey. Don't forget, you can check the sign of those who are involved in your situations by checking the description and timestamps below. However, I do want to say that listening to the collective message could be very insightful before going into your personal readings. Sometimes the collective message opens the energetic doorway, brings through the theme your spirit needs to hear, or gives you the confirmation that helps the rest of the reading land more deeply. So, take what resonates, allow what does not to pass with love, and always remember that your intuition is your first and most sacred guide. These readings are here to support you, not to take away your own power. You are the creator of your personal world, and the messages that come through me are meant to help you remember that. Heal what has been heavy and move forward with intention. For those of you that feel called to go deeper, I do offer VIP services because every single one of you are very important people to me. My VIP offerings are created for those who desire more personal, intimate, and soul-specific experiences with the messages, healing, and overall guidance. Now, forever and always, if this reading resonates with you, please do your part by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. When you engage with this space, you help these messages reach the souls who are meant to receive them. This is part of how we awaken the collective, as we all agree to do in our divine ways. So breathe deeply. Release the energy of the outside world. Open your heart only as much as feels safe and aligned for you. Allow yourself to be held, guided, and supported in this moment. This pick a card reading is created with love, intention, and spiritual protection. May it bring you clarity where there has been confusion, peace where there has been heaviness, and healing where there has been pain. Movement where there has been stagnation. So let's begin with your collective message. We're going to move into the crystal and deck selection. This is where you get to use your intuition. You may feel called by the crystal, by the deck, by the number, by the color, by the energy, or by a word that stands out to you. There is no wrong way to choose. Your spirit knows what it needs before the mind can explain it. And that is your choice. You can pause the video here. If you don't need any more time, you can jump ahead. But if you do, feel free to pause the video. Take a deep breath, soften your shoulders, relax your jaw, and ask your heart, which message is meant for me? Now remember, you may be drawn to more than one group. That is completely okay. Sometimes one pile speaks to your current love situation, another speaks to your healing, and another speaks to the energy that is coming toward you. Use your discernment, trust your body, and allow the Holy Spirit to guide you toward the message that is most aligned. For this reading, we have 4 groups. Overall, this spread carries a message of heart-centered growth, answered prayers, renewed wellness, and incoming prosperity. The energy begins with emotional softness and celebration, moves into visual signs that your prayers are being heard, then shifts into healing, vitality, and a positive change in support and abundance. Together, the cards and crystals suggest that you're entering a season where inner healing and spiritual alignment begin showing up in your outer life through blessings, recovery, opportunity, and divine timing. Let's get started with the selections. 1, you guys have the Rose Quartz and Emerald card. It connects to Venus, Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Now, ceremonies and celebration is the theme of your card. The Rose Quartz paired with the Emerald brings a gentle message of joy and emotional renewal around important life moments. The pairing highlights celebration, milestones, relationships, family gatherings, engagements, birthdays, graduations, and even personal achievements. It says your heart is being invited to open and receive happiness without fear. For group 2, you have Pyrite and the Unakite card that connects to Mars, Leo, Aries, and Capricorn. This card is of answered prayers. Pyrite paired with Unakite is powerful, and it says that your prayers are being taken or beginning to take physical form. So Pyrite brings confidence, action, protection, and manifestation energy, while Unakite speaks of divine support and emotional growth. So together, they could suggest that something you have asked for is moving from the spiritual realm into the material. For group 3, you guys have Jade card with orange calcite, and honestly, I said it looked like honey. This connects to the Sun, Cancer, Leo, and Sagittarius. Orange calcite paired with jade can bring a message of renewed vitality, emotional clearing, and restoring life force energy. Intuitively, I felt like you're getting your bounce back, your groove back, or something along those lines. It literally says wellness. It clears stagnant energy and awakens your joy. Maybe your motivation returns. And these pairings suggest that the healing is not only physical, but emotionally and energetically. Group 3, you guys have Labradorite and the Malachite card. Aren't they just beautiful? This connects to Uranus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. You also have prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So you all may expect huge changes, growth, abundance, and positive financial or energetic shifts. While Labradorite strengthens intuition and helps you move through change with trust, the pairing may indicate that prosperity is coming through a new path, unexpected opportunity, spiritual gift, creative ideas, or more energetic shifts. So, trust what is changing. Overall, this reading is one of blessings becoming visible. Something is manifesting. There may be celebrations, more support, divine healing, and just positive energy shifts. So, again, pause the video if you need more time, or I'll meet you in your selections. Group 1, we are going to pair your cards with the Muse Tarot and the Crystal Guide deck. So let's get started. We got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That might open it up for us. And let me get these babies out. I appreciate your patience. Okay, what do we have here? Chiron. All right, I'll take that out because it wasn't even at the bottom of the deck, but it stuck to my finger. So we're gonna, what stone is this? It is Charonite, bonding, acceptance, and service. Ooh, I love that. All those things. We also got transformation and magic. So Jupiter is probably in the influence here, as well as Leo, and they are doing a lot. So we'll sit these here. And which one got stuck? It's like, why y'all stuck? It could be a message. We have Leo, Mercury, Aquarius, Pisces, Neptune, clarity, focus, higher awareness, manifestation, wealth, and inspiration. I feel like that makes sense. I don't even have to say it. You got that, didn't you? I feel it too. But we're going to keep those three, actually. I like that. Because it's a challenge and a solution. I think that's what I felt. And I love that for you. So let's see. Opening out with the Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely graduations and ceremonies. And if this is a wedding, this just talks to be a new relationship that makes sense. It's practical. It may come with commitment. It also talks about important life passages. So let's see. It's almost like something that's being handed to you. So I think that that is also very favorable. And aces are about new things. It also represents like documents and certificates. If you're looking for contracts, a new home, maybe signing a lease or deeds, those could be of significance. Okay, here we are. Exciting new beginnings, fresh roots, future comforts, manifesting abundance, the potential for massive prosperity, security, and wealth is what you are starting out with. Under that is the Two of Cups. So I feel like we have some synchronicities here. The cusp of an evolution is what it talks about. I feel that it also represents your situation bursting with the genesis of new opportunity and expanding as you watch your seeds grow to fruition. And maybe that's what it is in his hand. So I absolutely love that. Or her hand, y'all. Whoever. Okay. Now, you guys also have the Two of Cups. So I feel like if a relationship does manifest, it's coming from a place of harmony and balance. I do feel that there is chemistry. I think that this relationship could move fast. Like, how do you say? You know how like it's love at first sight, or someone says, I love you, and didn't even think it out, like they didn't have to. So that's very romantic. Maybe that's why we have the rose quartz here. So group one, I do feel that love is involved in your situation. Now, I also have the Ten of Swords. So where Chiron falls may be very important, and that could also appear to be like a challenging situation. What Spirit wants you to understand with this energy is that the worst has already happened. There's no way to go but up from here. It's a message for you, group one. And I'm not sure that you feel that way or believe it, but Spirit wants you to know that the things in the past that didn't work out, or what you couldn't have, or what you may have lost, was just you being protected. Okay? Because there's something better. You're going to get something that actually makes you feel good and makes you happy. I feel like if this is a relationship in the past, you may have had trouble there, or the person that you even came into this reading about, like on your mind, if it's been a troubled relationship and maybe for some time, Spirit is saying like you have been deceived, heartbroken, backstabbed, enough. You have gone through possibly even turbulence in the area of home life and finances. And it's just time for you to have things that make you feel bright and make your heart shine. Okay. And I feel like somebody here is like not trying to hear that. Some of you just want what you want, and that's okay. But I feel like paying attention to those 3 cups is a major issue, because in the 5 of cups, paying attention to the 3 cups is a problem. The 2 of cups is this wellness and abundance, or a harmonious situation. But maybe for some of you, it's like a bittersweet situation that may evolve from this. Now, with the 4 of cups, we also have 2. But it's like they're up to their eyes and water. Oh, I like that. So maybe this is different. I don't know. I want to see, because it's like 2 cups. The 2 cups is in the unseen. So I feel like the harmony and the balance and everything that has held you up until this point maybe magnifies and highlights. Okay. And maybe you're just going to feel more celebratory. But maybe you haven't in the past, and even sitting in this reading, you may not have had the best day. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Now, for the 4 of cups, because it has a mixed message, it's a little bit different from usual. So maybe you're very unique, group 1. With this cup, it says missing out on the wonderful things in front of you, possibly boredom and dissatisfaction. I also feel that we're not seeing the big picture. And apathy and magic is what replaces this feeling. So I feel like this is the apathy and magic that are coming back into your life, because just the vibes aren't vibing, or haven't been. Let's see why. There could have been a painful truth or realization. Maybe feeling stabbed in the back, some deception or betrayal, a possible harsh ending. But it's time to see the world in a completely new way. An opportunity to begin anew. So you get this because you're asking or praying for it. But I feel like Spirit is helping me talk to you about the energy. Okay. It literally says the universe is knocking at your door. Okay. Here, right? Or there, wherever. All right. And she sits bravely with the painful closure, reminding you to experience and release any hurt you are holding on to. Do not allow it to set into muscle memory, and avoid holding space for helplessness, because basically it just sounds like muscle memory means the snapback won't snap. Okay. Let's pull another card, and then we'll get into your crystal messages. All right. So here we have our Hanged Man. This message could be, okay, sweetheart. This message could be for Pisces, or where it falls in your chart. So I'll start with the Auralite and the number 23, which is significant to some change. Okay, that the stars are gonna align, the clock gonna move fast, something crazy gonna happen, a weird bird flies by. There's gonna be some sort of significant or something that's like odd or out of the picture type deal, and it's going to mark the beginning of something, or just give you confirmation and clarity. But it says clarity, focus, higher awareness. Okay, it contains 23 different mineral energies, so maybe that's why it's Auralite 23. It can promote undeniable clarity and razor sharp intuition. It's an ancient stone, and especially talented in assisting with past life, and ancestral healing. It enhances metaphysical abilities, raising the bar on your innate superpowers. Most all, it can help you appreciate the human experience, and that we are all multidimensional beings. By going within and becoming aware of your inner self, you will be able to show up more fully your authentic self and who you are meant to be. So we have Pisces, Aquarius energy. That was so beautiful. I appreciate that message. We also have Cinnabar, which is like one of my favorites, and also connected to something that was gruesome. And the same color here is, we're wearing it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's like, this is like one of those hidden messages, one of those channel messages I be doing. I can see that someone may have become like their surroundings or environment, because she's wearing it And it's kind of like she's touching her. I get it. Y'all see the symbolism? So it's not, the heart is not on her sleeve, but she touching it. Okay, so someone here, it's like spirit didn't care what the intentions were for the theme, the events that are happening today. It's like actually some of the luckiest days of the entire year. June 8th and 9th, now June 28th through the 30th, and we have some more coming up in July. But for some of you, it's like spirit is giving you more advice on how to utilize or make adjustments in your energy so that you can, I don't want to say capitalize, but participate, okay, in the celebration. Okay, you could be somewhere and just not be feeling something, and this is just a personal message from a guide or an ancestor or a spirit just saying, you know, I see you, and you just sat there feeling however you were feeling. So maybe this is just like a little nudge or a tap on the shoulder that, hey, we are here. But you have manifestation, and these messages could hit for different groups of you. So we also have Leo Mercury, Cinnabar, manifestation, wealth, and inspiration. We have, it's known as an alchemist stone. Cinnabar is a crystal used to enhance metaphysical abilities, call in abundance, and manifest your heart's desire. Cinnabar's name originated from the Persian word meaning dragon's blood and refers to the tiny red gems sprinkled across the stone. And it looks like I said, there's something about this environment, and also what she has on. I think they're beautiful though. Something is a part of you, because it's weird. Like, I know that in native cultures, and see, I'm from Texas, so some cultures that are American, and then some cultures that are native to this continent, they ate that like the red clay, and it actually came out in like the skin tone, you know what I mean, in some cultures. So I think that it's actually beautiful. It reminded me when I said like she's wearing something about, there's a connection to the environment and then how something appears. So that also communicates to the message that we already covered, which is not really feeling the vibe, and it's things around us. So spirit says, go deeper, rise higher to see the forest through the trees. Okay. But we also have this crystal is powerful in enhancing your life force, giving you the stamina you need to carry out your task. And maybe someone here feels like you got a lot of tasks. Maybe you're preparing for a graduation, a celebration, or a milestone and needing the energy to do it. Okay. We also have bonding, acceptance, and service. So this serves to me, I feel like it's a little piece of advice, because Chiron, Virgo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius are here. It talks about old programming and new ways of processing. This may help. There is a present in the present. Charolite shows you the gifts of living in the moment, enhancing gratitude and appreciation for the day-to-day. This is true acceptance, letting go of expectations for what your life should be and embracing what is right now by just being. It brings deep healing to your physical and emotional selves, down to your very cells, by reconfiguring your old programming into a new way of processing your daily life. After all, it is about perspective. It helps you face your fears, see reality over projection, and live in your truth. So I do feel like it's a personal message for a Pisces, or some Pisces, where Pisces may fall in your chart, what the transits are doing, because we also have the Hangman here, which is 2 Pisces energy. Okay, a little bit of Scorpio there. Let's see what we got. For the Hangman, that's a major arcana. So I have the enlightened one here. I feel like your unexpected prosperity and abundance comes through you, because your lightness, your ability to love, and it's like your vibration, which is like really high, is your bread and butter. But when outside circumstances, life, and how things look negatively affect you, then it could dim your light or interfere with your energy and your frequency. Not the core of who you are, but just how, you know, your formula and algorithm maneuvers at the moment, right? So flipping your perspective, seeing things anew, being in flow with the universe and letting go are the recommendations, okay? Empathetic understanding, and it's going to point you to new knowledge. So your gift is this new knowledge that brings happiness, harmony, and balance into what was complicated. This is sometimes called in blue. I'll just say that, like literally. And this is, there's nothing, you know, but is that literally Taurus? Okay. I feel like if you're dealing with the Taurus Chiron, because I was like, it's literally a bull. That is something. I feel like it's just old wounds. Definitely past life regression helps. And I feel like there's some old wounds, karmic lessons. And for some of you, it definitely involves love or a lover. So that's very interesting. But this is a gift. Okay, the gift of the high vibration and the lightness that I was just telling you guys about. Even though it's not your strong point to deal with things that are out of your control, you still have a gift of letting go. Trying to control it all, it doesn't allow the truth to float to the surface. But for some of you, it might. It'll allow your awareness to improve. So whatever wisdom will be brought is a gift. Even though I know how that could sound, you know, living in everyday life, it's like, what do you mean this was a gift? But something being brought to your awareness is like, okay, I feel like if it's news, communication, or emotions, even a message from a person, okay, let it flow. For some of you, it also specifically says the things that we cannot change, to let them go. When you gift yourself the liberty of malleability thinking, you can change your reality with a simple swing on the timeline of life. So that's your gift, group one. Your gift and your strength is that once you change you have the power to actually control some other things. But it's like if somebody knocks you off your roster, they like, oh yeah, you know, that's how you get them. Because when you're in the flow, you're untouchable. So that's very interesting. I love that message. Like the last little couple of words, it was like, I wish I didn't sit it down. Where did it go? That was like actually kind of sweet. It was like, there is no issue. And then since we were talking about unexpected gifts and things of that nature, it's like for you, even though we're sharing this message of how you may have felt or how you feel, it's still a silver lining. And I love silver linings when you gift yourself. So it's like gifting yourself. That is so cool. And I do hope that it helped. Group 2, we'll be using the BLAU Muse Oracle deck and the Star Divine for your reading. You guys chose Pyrite Stone, Unakite, as well as answered prayers. So all of your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. And this is a timeless reading, but the intentions were for, June through July. However, if you are not new here to the world of divination on YouTube, we will watch a reading from a year ago and it hits just as hard. It happens a lot. And they do just pop up on your timeline. You didn't ask for it. It ain't like you went and searched for a reading that was 2 years old. It will literally pop up on your timeline and be very satisfying. So I will say that. We're going to start with the BLAU Muse guidebook and tarot deck, as well as any channel messages and interpretations that I receive, because that's what we do here. Bottom of the deck, we have Becoming Nobody, which was like one of my favorite cards when I first saw this deck online. And I feel like that's the work. And I'm gonna give it to you because like I ain't gonna talk about it then put it back. Maybe Spirit wanted me to get this to it. It's a gray area. Okay, where did it go? That's cool. Group 2, did you guys have a gray area? Okay, hold on, wait a minute, because they all flip flam flute. Okay, here it is. Now does beauty okay, Spirit said no. Oh wow. Okay, the end. Oh, by the end of the full moon, a transformation around the new moon. Okay, that's what I was supposed to get from that. So we are going to take Becoming Nobody, but those cards, I don't know, my eyes intuitively, I'm at 13 and 18. Those days could be significant. I'm even looking at the color, so that is very interesting. We got the millennial chill here, which is very therapeutic and neutral. Okay, 13 is about a transformation or a change. Now, some of you guys could be cleaning up, detoxing, moving, packing, just organizing, literally mopping. I know I'm a floor watch kind of girly, so just doing your thing. If you hadn't, use this energy to do that. I feel like it's something that may have already been done or something that you had been beginning to do. And this reading is just telling us about how the time flows and what could come of it. Now, as you do all of these things, if you are busy decluttering and getting it together, I'm looking at the celebratory strings around it. So even though it's a very neutral, kind of minimalistic tone, I feel like it's just necessary for a fresh start. Now, along with that, the color comes in with love and also your little fairies. She's sprinkling something on her while she sleeps. So it's very important for you, group 2, to get your rest. I feel like maybe at night is when you think, meditate or pray. And God wants you to know that you are her source and your guides. Okay. If you don't get a lot of sleep because you're really busy, it's just important that you do, because I feel like a lot of your healing work is done there. So beauty sleep is very important. Becoming Nobody came out first. I don't know why she sat there, but I'm just going to leave it that way. Becoming Nobody just means all the things that you thought you were, who people thought you were, the rigmaroles of things that are trending. I don't know if I have entrepreneurs or content creators here, but just Becoming Nobody says like, it's like a blank slate, a new start. Maybe you're asking for a new start. Maybe you're asking for a new path, or just to have the opportunity and room to add all of your abundance into. And I feel like you're getting it, because some of you guys may be moving, literally, but beauty sleep is also important. Okay. Now, if you've been sleeping a lot, decluttering could be helpful. I feel like a lot of your energy is there, so decluttering helps. I know when I do meditate, I have asked that my energy returns. So if you have been feeling energy deficient, or you just want to see if it works, because it's like really unique. If I meditate and I'm like, oh, I call my energy back into me, or I just think it, say it in my mind, I do get very interesting, unique instances that manifest into my life. And it's weird. It could be people. It could be new energy. It could be like a fresh perspective. Like I can wake up the next day literally, or a couple of days have passed by, and I notice that every time I go to sleep and manifest, for my energy to return, something crazy happens. Okay. So group 2, time for some serious decluttering and freeing up space in your life. When your environment is clean and free of unnecessary items, you're able to focus and concentrate on the task at hand. You have more time for things that truly matter to you. You no longer need space heaps, or you no longer need to spend heaps of time looking for things or working your way around the clutter you accumulate over the years. Keep only what matters or what brings you joy. Okay. Now for answered prayer, we have for beauty sleep. Okay. We have, are you satisfied with your nighttime routine? Are you getting enough restful sleep? The quality of your sleep is a crucial factor in your well-being. And if you don't get enough sleep, you will find yourself feeling increasingly irritable and less productive. So furthermore, insufficient amounts paired with poor quality of rest can lead to some profound health complications. Now, I want to insert that I am not a medical doctor, okay? I am a master of the sciences. So always consult with a professional licensed person in that area if there are any detailed dietary changes or things that you're dealing with as far as like insomnia, nightmares, or just a feeling of suffering at night, okay? Because rejuvenation is needed, restfulness is also needed, and it helps with not being as triggered by things that could cause anxiety or stress. And I feel like that's the answered prayer. Like for some of you, if you've been dealing with something lately that's causing you anxiety and stress, keeping you up at night, or something that happens around the time when you sleep, or not having space to sleep, okay? It's like, we hear you, okay? So that's a gift or a blessing that may be coming your way. With becoming nobody, it's the time to go deeper than you ever have, so you can allow yourself to have some new experiences in life. Your brain is really looking, your brain is a looking glass into the past, and when you allow past experiences to control your emotions and behavior, you're living in the past. I feel like some of you are getting something new. Now, it could be a new house for some of you guys. For others of you, a removal of something stressful. And then I kind of feel like a relationship. And if it's not a relationship, it's something that involves other people or a person, like a client, a contractor, an employer. You know, it's just like you and them. It's still like other human beings, I feel, because Spirit doesn't want you trapped in the past with overprotecting yourself to not make the same mistakes, as well as being shut off, closed off and not as open, right? I feel like that's what you're getting help with, the answered prayer. And it's like, if I don't want to like put words in your mouth, but it's like, if you have prayed before, or I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, because some of us, I know humans, right? Some people don't pray for change. They just kind of, their focus is on mustering through it. So it just depends on how you operate emotionally, like what your love language is and how you approach, vulnerable situations. You could muster up and be like, it is what it is, or it's not something you take as fixable. Or so, you know what I mean? Something like that. But others who are ready for change, and maybe asking the divine for help in a way that the frequency is in alignment, with divine support. And it's like, how the frequency got to be in alignment? Well, that's subjective. And just from my professional research on how we ask for something. Because if I'm angry and mad or resentful, like if I have too much lower vibrational energy, that's not really purity, I feel, for divinity. And the frequency is out of line with like the Holy Spirit or something. And that's how I feel practitioners who in cultures created other remedies, I don't have anything negative to say about that. Because for me, it's like, do your thing. But I get why some people couldn't just depend on the law of attraction, God, source, Holy Spirit, higher self. Because it's like, I just ain't finna get there, but I still want to get something done. Okay, I feel you. So that's my point. You can be hurt, disappointed, angry, all of those things, but still have the purity in your heart. And you approach the prayer or the meditation or call on support with that love in your heart for what you wish to be, or what you wish to happen, or if you want to forgive, or if you want to be relieved of the things that keep you up at night. Now, that's why I said I can't speak for people that may have medical conditions, and it's like sometimes chemical imbalances, hormones, or other hereditary issues can be a factor. Go talk to some people, that do that. However, The purity of your heart and your intentions aligns you with who hear you, right? Which is also why some ascended masters pointed out acceptance, because diving deeper into those lower vibrations attract light energies to they feed off of it. So if I'm angry, I can attract the little angry energy monster who just sitting, sucking my soul out of my heart. The angrier I get, even if I say, God, come do something. You know what I mean? So does that make sense? All right. I don't want to get too preachy on you guys, but that's just like $1 million service that y'all got for free, because that is absolute game. Okay? Now, next up. Ooh, I love this. Because some of you guys are coming out of bondage. Now that's that girl. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you have big changes. These are outdoor events. This is engagement. This is, the Holy Spirit pulls up. Now, when I see the little white birds, this ain't got to be what happens in y'all life. And if y'all get used to the channel and subscribe, you guys will hear a lot about some of the experiences that I have, and we will share, right? But just in my experience, when I see a white bird out of nowhere, like in real life, something in my life goes extremely well that wasn't even supposed to be that good. Something happens, like the timeline shifts. I know it was from the divine, but it's crazy because I always see birds. I see eagles, crows, ravens, and I love all of them. But I kind of connect for me. Okay, you don't have to do this for you. I connect for me what follows that, or what happened immediately before my interactions. And it just seems like if it's something huge, it'll be like the golden eagle, or like the owl that look like an eagle, because I don't know, they all be brown and beige or something like that. But then the crows and the ravens are always like, stay on alert, keep your head on your swivel or high, because I just think they like me. But a random white bird, let's just say pigeons, okay? They're usually gray and multicolored. They come in all kind of colors, because I actually saw an albino pigeon the other day that had like brown cow marks. And I'm not making that up. We saw that, Christopher, right? Okay, he's not listening. But we were at an event, and I promise you, I said cow marks because they were like crazy shaped, like could be a polka dot, but they like ill formed, It was tan, like brown, on a white pigeon. And it was insane. I never saw that before in my life. So now I have to think about what's coming or going. But the story I'm telling, like even prior to that, I was somewhere dealing with a situation that was out of my hands and like sucking my life out, I swear. It was nothing I could do about it, some would say, because of the connection to me and the person, or my participation in the situation. It was like a bond, right? Look at that. This beautiful, it could have been a dove, but I'm like, doves don't come out of nowhere if pigeons around. So it was all gray, regular pigeons, and it was this one white pigeon. Now I'm feel silly if somebody say, well, it's always the one white pigeon that's like the queen bee of the family, and it's always one, because that's a lie. I ain't never just seen one white pigeon come out of nowhere when all of the rest of them look differently. Something miraculous happened, and the miraculous happenings have not stopped yet. And this happened last year. So group 2, for me to say that in you guys' reading, I mean, it may not feel special to you yet, but I absolutely know that it's a good thing. And I actually relocated like some business properties or whatever. So that could be big for you guys when it comes to something that you want moved or you want changed, and it's huge and it requires like multiple things that you feel like it could take you more money or time to get done. Now, I want to flip it for a second because I don't want anyone to miss their message. You guys have sat here like long enough listening to everybody. So for those of you where a new relationship comes, I feel like an engagement and moving in together could be a possible. Okay, I don't want to leave that out, getting like overly philosophizing here. Okay, now where we had beauty sleep and then sacrifices, well, I started getting excited And the excitement didn't stop. See what I'm saying? So it's kind of like seeing that, it's the same thing, seeing that bird, and it's like you get a little bit excited and then the excitement doesn't stop. And then also when I talked about other cultures and how sometimes, you know, the energy and divine, and they like, well, I still want help, so I'm gonna rub these rocks together because I don't have the frequency or the connection to do all that hulu y'all talking about. I see the candles, you know, and it may be for money. Some of you guys may be having some stresses about finances, or just matters of the heart, because green is not always connected to money. It is also connected to the root chakra, the heart chakra, and love. You feel me? It's all gone. I think we're moving outside, like we're getting out more. Some of you guys, that's big for Aquarius, Leo, not the zodiac itself, but the transits where you're seen. You're inside fixing everything, or maybe you fixed everything inside. Maybe it started inside of you, and then now everything manifests itself outside of yourself beautifully. And I love that, because I know dresses are not like super popular among some generations, but I kind of think that it's cute. Like, I don't want to see dresses fade. So buy a dress, child, if you ain't bought one in a while. Okay, now sacrifices talks about success comes after great sacrifices. Maybe some of you guys have downsized. Maybe you have just done the work. How about that? And now you get a softer life. Like, you get to chill. Like, don't wake me up. Okay. It's essential that you remind yourself about what truly matters in your life, such as your health, career, or loved ones. Some of you guys have made sacrifices in that area, and maybe that's what's stressing you out and keep you up at night. Don't be afraid of this card. Sacrifices are more often than not a positive thing. When unnecessary elements of your life fall away, you can increase your effectiveness and focus on what truly matters to you. Sacrifices ultimately lead to you to simplifying your life and making it to the next chapter. So the next chapter, we have the number 23, which has been coming up. When did I just say? I don't even want to say it, because then y'all going to be fishing around trying to get into whoever reading I said that in. But this is an entirely different deck, an entirely different energy. And here it is again. Now, she has the blindfold on, so it takes me as like that Queen of Swords energy. It also takes me as the High Priestess energy. So I feel like this is like a safe passage for some of us. That's why it's like the work that you have done pays off, and it kind of carries you through what you feel like you can't get through. That is also an answered prayer and a gift. Okay. It doesn't have to be some overdrawn, elaborate, positive message, as long as it's accurate. Right. Whether you call it a gut feeling, sixth sense, or inner knowing, your intuition is a powerful tool that can help guide you on your journey through life. So for some, your gifts, something internal that helps with external, like we're going to beautify things. It could work through manifestation and candle work. Like sometimes people who say, I can't focus, I'm not good at meditating, I always have them look at a light on the candle and then close your eyes. That sort of helps with like a mind that doesn't stop. Like if you feel like you can't stop your mind long enough to sit and try to meditate. But candle magic, manifestation, those are all like things that are not unfavorable or negative. Okay. But trust your intuition on that. This card celebrates and encourages and has like a simplicity of allowing your sixth sense to take over and lead the way forward. Your intuition is always trustworthy and wants you to succeed in life. It protects you from situations that weren't meant for you, sometimes by seemingly placing obstacles in your way, which end up being blessings in disguise. Do not go against your intuition in pursuing material objects or love, even if your logical mind tells you otherwise. And look how exciting that was. I couldn't have said it any better. And following that card, my girl came out with no strings attached. So this is like not binded. All right. If you have gone through situationships for a long time, but may consider committed relationships or engagement that could be in the near future for you. It also talks about those that may have been stuck in contracts, could be at a property, it could be in life, like energetically or spiritually. It's like, I'm not that, or whatever that is no longer a part of my timeline. So no strings attached and detachment there. Having relationships with no string attached sometimes is liberating. So someone may be dealing with that. A friendship that consists of individuals who allow each other to express themselves and their own opinions could be in the factor. Your needs, desires, and everything else without judgment. This creates an environment that is healthy and stable. Nobody needs to pretend and nobody feels forced to do anything. When help is offered or gifts are given, there are no strings attached and no feelings of emotional debt. So I feel like, you guys, there's something about debt-free or like emotional debt-free that could go with your message, because I think even though we're talking about relationships and no strings attached, I feel like the message is a little bit more symbolic or like hidden in there, but it gives me like unbinded, or getting out of a bind. Okay, so your answer prayer group 2 could involve getting out of a bind. And we didn't even need, geez Louise, we didn't even need like bonus cards, but I'll see if Spirit wants to add anything to your outcome or advice. We do. Okay, we have solar eclipse. Always gives me full moon, but it looks also like a new moon. What does this say? Hold on, this was cute because I just keep seeing little circles and orbs. Okay, I ain't worried about it. It was a really cute I don't know, it was a little white circle. If it don't come back up, I ain't gonna make it. I won't make it. Okay, so your bonus card, you have solar eclipse, which is near future energy. Not the first time I've seen this card this week. It talks about regeneration, transformation, and growth. You guys are coming out of stagnation, and repressed emotions are what's probably what was binding us, and we're going to work on that. Now, there is a big change. I did say that decluttering is necessary because there's a huge change coming in the near future. Okay. The new moon is significant, possibly. And it also talks about releasing the old. So some people, it's like there could have been some karmic debt in previous cycles, previous months, previous weeks, previous days, previous relationships or situation. But you're about to, Spirit is asking you to rise to the occasion for something brand new. I like that. And I do hope that it helped. If you hadn't already, help support the channel and us reach our collective to give them the messages that could help along their soul journey by hitting the like button, comment, and share. If you hadn't subscribed, and subscribe so that you get an alert for our next video. Until next time. Group 3, welcome into your video. You guys chose the calcite, orange calcite, which I call honey, and I'm still gonna call honey, with the Jade card that talked about wellness. The recovery of your health is here, baby. And I feel like it also embodies a little bit of, what did it say? Not just physical form, but it also talks about emotional growth, which for you, group 3, amplifies your manifestation energy. So it's kind of cool. I think also, what was it about balance? Moving out of heaviness and into a more vibrant, supportive state. So like aligning with higher frequencies that may, benefit you along your way as far as like your direction. So I think that's cool. I won't over philosophize it though. I feel like trust and flow is important because the deck cut open there. And if I didn't say already, my apologies. We are using the Inner Compass and the Oracle of Delphi for you for bonus cards if we need them, because we carried on so much group 2 that we didn't even really need bonus cards. So I just always have a backup, right? Most of us that like pick a cards, we like to see cards. I mean, it is about the message as well, but I feel like the pick a cards are really special to not only the message and the reader and you all, but the cards. Duh. Bottom of the deck, we have offer, treasure, and celebrate. So some of you guys may have even watched the first video. I'm going to put this up here for you. You guys have Odyssey, the number 35, and Quest. So I feel like the energy to get there, like you are already destined to do something. Some of you, someone may come along your route. So we do have the full moon today. The full moon is there, and we have Wayshower. Okay. It also feels like High Priestess energy, but it says usher. So someone who kind of walks. Who's walking down the aisle, child? Anyway, somebody might, because it's kind of been coming up. Is that why they choose this? Within the next few months, is that why they choose this time frame for weddings? Maybe some of you guys are getting married, renewing your vows. I feel like you could have some energy. Look at that. He's going to walk down the aisle. Maybe your aisle is life. Because group 1 definitely had like some marriages and engagements. But for you guys, it may be getting through the matrix, the maze of life. Okay, cool. So that's why we got trust and flow. Now, I ask Spirit, if you don't have it in you, baby, just ask for the help. Because I can understand sometimes that those of us that are looking for answers or want to be guided and are just trying to hang on to get where we know we can be, trust and flow doesn't always come easy, even though it's a very simple solution. And usually the first answer, in a prayer, it's kind of hard to do. Even me as a coach, a client, me as a human, as a parent, like trust and flow. If the water is turbulent or we just need to know, it could be nothing wrong. Like there's no turbulence. You're not going through nothing. But it's like trust and flow. Well, I didn't get this far by being naive or whatever. But I feel like that's important because the deck like literally split open with trust and flow. So I don't have to rush it. Let me see if there are any special messages that I hadn't picked up on in either of these. Okay. All right. Oh, cool. So trust has something to do with the flow of a situation for you, group 3, possibly. Because it did talk about there could be blocks of the natural flow of something in life and reality. And if I were to say, because I'm literally looking at it. So if I were to say, well, what possibly could that block be? Here go these little rocks that we don't see. So it's like they aren't physical things, physical impairments that are stopping the flow of something. They're boulders, but we just don't see them. Ooh, so let's see what it is. So what's this? Trust, we all know what that is, I believe. Could be the simple answer, but I'm just going to skim through, right? So we can get actually started with the reading, right? But the reading started itself to see if it tells us something great that I hadn't kind of touched on already. Relax, knowing that everything is headed in the right direction. Boom. That's what Spirit wants you to know. See how they said that? I just said that's the first and most simplest answer, didn't I? But here it is. The universe knows what it is doing. It is pointless to forcefully want to control, manipulate, or steer things. Something that is happening now has to happen. It is part of your process. By rising and falling, you keep growing and reaching new heights. An infinite amount of lessons lie awaiting for you. Through awareness, you will be able to recognize them better and better. This way, they will no longer be unexpected events. So it's like simple, real simple, I promise you. The things that we have to work on to either become who we want to be, or, let's just say for kicks and giggles, that this is some sort of maze or test or something in life, right? And we all on some sort of journey that either eliminates or awards us for our experience. All of us are different by our natal charts and our fingerprints. So what my biggest issue is may be different for the other person, another person. So me telling somebody else, oh, trust, you got to go through this, chill. They would be like, are you crazy? Because their perspective could be, I manifest whatever I want. There's nothing in control of my experiences. I'm the creator of all this that's happening. I'm not going through some obstacle course. So don't tell me to just keep going through it. I'm going to go on the journey to figure out how to da-da-da-da-da. I'm okay with that. I thumbs up that and kind of like back that. But others of us have a different algorithm and a different purpose. And so for that person that has certain energy blocks or perspective blocks, it's like we got to get that energy shifted or that perspective removed. And so some of those instances and situations do pop up to help with that. Two things being true, I also agree with that. So if you tell a person, hey, there might be a few lessons involved, that's not what somebody want to hear. That's the very thing I'm praying and asking not to experience. But it's like, how about this? I'm telling you what to do, and if you do it, those experiences may feel different. But it's like if you refuse to do what I'm telling you to do that will help you, then those experiences may feel uncomfortable. So I am making a solution for you and also giving you something that will make it all stop. Yep, it be happening like that. I kid you not. So group 3, let's see. Because it's like, it's crazy. It is. But it makes sense. If you ask Spirit, let me be one of the star seeds that can make sense of anything. Man, that is a gift. I promise you. Boom. Look at that. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom is the knowledge applied. See what I'm saying? It's like if you do that, in tarot, I love when the messages are channeled and I'm not just like sitting saying, okay, well, this card says, because sometimes that is the message. I'm flexible, right? Sometimes the message is like this, and I love that. So thank you, group 3, for sharing your time with me. Wisdom, applied knowledge. We just talked about knowledge. The high priestess comes in the tarot journey, right? Because here you are on your journey. After the Fool, after the Magician, so after you make the decision, or after you're born, or after you're awakened, or this new path that you're about to be on because of this magnificent energy, summer 2026, here you go with this new beginning, finally choosing or making a decision, whichever the case may be. It could be a new relationship, it could be anything. It's something new or a new part of what you just gonna consider to be an extension of your life. So the tools come along, right? The things you want, the things you have. Me right now talking to you. How do I use these? Like, what do I do? There's the question. The high priestess comes and whispers, and she gives you the direction. But the trick about it, or it's not a trick. The objective. You can't hear the high priestess if you're busy. If you're trying to figure it out and fighting against the tides, or your trust is off, you don't believe, all those things, she gonna just sit there and look at you. So think about it as like a parent who is gonna protect their kid. Like, you're not gonna get into no danger, but so that you can learn. It's kind of like, you ever watched that movie with the singer, the blind singer, Ray Charles. And I was like, oh my God, his mom's so mean. You know what I'm saying? But she was trying to teach him to use himself. He could do something that he didn't know he could do. And then she needed him. She needed for her own sanity, because she knew she wouldn't always be around. Like, I need to see that he's going to be okay. So anyways, there's that. All right. Group 3, I honestly feel like if this isn't for you, you are the wisdom that the people who need you will attract to. So that benefits you in the area of being fulfilled, higher clientele. Maybe if you want to move out of business, work into entrepreneurship, or if you're headed into retirement and feel, the woes of the difference that gives and brings, okay, or not even knowing what to do with your time, right? For you, which is beautiful, from all of your hard work and dedication, your health being restored is it's priceless. All right. So, and I know a decision was involved. That's crazy that I said that, but this card literally says decide, discern, and defend. I don't think you're defending anything. I do feel like a decision is being made, and a wise one. So the Lovers, some of you guys are, I'm telling you, manifesting a partner, because choose wisely, as my friend says. Okay, I say my friend, but I'm definitely talking about source. Choose wisely comes through the Lover's card and is applicable to those of you I'm speaking to when we talk about external circumstances and trusting and flowing, because that kind of speaks to the feminine aspect of the Lover's card. Looks at spirit. The masculine is looking at the woman. So you know what I mean? It's like how you go about choosing and making decisions. Are you trusting your intuition, or are you looking for clues outside of you, right? And the High Priestess sit back and kind of see what you're doing, because if you're looking for an answer from the High Priestess, it's inside of you, type deal. If you have struggled with that, which I have, like as a holistic person, as a holistic practitioner, a channeler, a regression specialist, there will come a time, even if it's just in your own mind, that, ooh, I want to improve my gifts, or it just ain't feeling the same. You know what I mean? And High Priestess will look and like, girl, get on out of here. What needs to improve, okay? Your trust, letting it flow. So not trying to control it. That speaks for those of you that could be getting into a relationship that's going to get serious. But at the same time, the offer is in what we need to give up to improve our energy, health, and relationships. And you know exactly what it is. Okay? With those things, all right, I feel like you'll be a magnet to something amazing. Now let's figure out what that amazement is. See, look, I want to get down to what it is, and Spirit reminded me and us, you too, because it says step by step. I love that. Okay, so what do we have for? It want to show me step by step. I want to see wonderment. Okay, cool. Do you remember when you last looked at the world with wide eyes wonder? Have you become blaze? Okay, or blasé. Okay, excuse me. I like that. Have you become blasé? And take everything for granted? Try to look at everything and everyone around you with fresh, curious eyes. Empty yourself of existing framework and concepts. Anticipate whatever is coming. Anticipate whatever is going on right now without foreknowledge or prehistory. The state of wonderment is a state of unknowing. Look at the world as if you see it for the first time. Lower your pace, be attentive, feel the ground underneath your feet and feel the wind around you. Feel a hug from a friend. Take the position of a child that perceives the world for the first time, fully open and excited. Practice love and curiosity. Observe without judgment. Child, like, do we even need cards today? This is the advice that gets her to do something. Some of you want a lady. You want to win a lady over? Because she is sometimes, whether it's a he or a she, this energy could appear to be unrequited love, or just someone who wants a soulmate only. Like, they don't date, they don't care, they don't go through relationships. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? So I feel, even though this is a symbol of health improvement, some of you guys could come into alignment with a true twin flame, not some negative chaser, runner, karmic, all that jazz. That is very interesting, because this is a twin ray is what I call it, is a person that you share something with to the level of your chakras. And if you've never heard of that, I mean, you can look into it. I know what I'm talking about. But it does seem fairy tale and beautiful. It's like, what do you mean? How is that possible? We're all individuals. So you're telling me I share a chakra system with another person? Possibly. This magnet, okay, or a magnetic attraction has that sort of connection. Now, I may make it sound good, and it could be something as simple as, because we're all connected to source, and some of us have soulmates that we reincarnate with often. that there could be shared energies, just like I have similar DNA to my parent. So while it does sound like mysticism and magic, honestly, a lot of it is science. Okay, that's why I love science so much. So anyway, the law of attraction is a law of nature. Okay, so law of attraction, boom. So we're applying knowledge. All right. The law of attraction. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to learn about it or taking the steps to heighten it or improve it. So most of this reading, you can take what resonates and what doesn't, but this could be an entirely different message for someone else whose ears, just kind of tuned in. The law is a true and straightforward thing, like gravity. Everything is made of energy, including you and your thoughts. Wow, we were just talking about that. Seen like this, everything is connected. I saw the spirit is saying I'm right. I be guessing stuff all the time, so that's why I say y'all better. I ain't gonna say y'all better ask, but either it's just the gift that I got when we lined up in the starseed line for what we was gonna come down here and do, or you can ask for it. Maybe some of you guys are praying and asking for different gifts and abilities that don't involve like marriage, other people and stuff, right? Even though it's a lot of that going on in this pick a card today. And I am so happy for all of you. Someone here, you could just want to, well, not even that you want to. This could be a message for spirit that improvement on wellness and health is what is a magnet for your person or abundance, because either way we got offer. And how you should look at this offer is with an open mind. How about that? Because it literally said that. I wasn't even going to put that together, but look where they sit. Makes perfect sense. She is wise. Okay. And this honey, amber, calcite, jade, all magnets to prosperity and abundance as well. Prosperity includes overall, because some people just want abundance or wealth, but if you ain't feeling good or gonna live long, like you're not gonna, where you gonna go? Like what you gonna do to experience this great number of dollars that you have, right? So I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but me personally, I definitely want some prosperity involved, because I want the right people around me. I want to be in the right mindset. I want to have the energy to go on boat rides or travel the world. I want the energy to do nothing at all. And just like buy weird animals that I actually learn how to take care of, and we just live somewhere in the castle in Europe. Yeah, I need the health to do that. I need the emotional support. I can't be whatever regular life make us feel like, oh, my parents, oh, my parents, oh, this job, oh. That's not prosperity. And if somebody came and gave you $1 million, that negative energy and mindset that needs adjustment does not go away because somebody handed you $2 million. Trust me. Okay. Yeah, I said that I have, of course, experienced $2 million, but that was my point. Like, I'm telling you, a bag of money, and I know this is going to sound crazy because most people would say a bag of money can't change everything. It can if you got the right mindset, and this money helps you do something that could be immediately costing you productivity. But if you don't have the right mindset and ain't already productive, what do you think? What? So anyways, there's that. For some of you, it's definitely a connection. For others of you, the high priestess is giving you the nod that the prosperity, right? Because we're using that word, that you received was created by yesterday's thoughts. Now, I threw that in there to help project positivity in your future, but we're going to take a moment of silence for you to ask yourself, did your thoughts from yesterday project any prosperity for today? Okay. Whatever the answer is, don't matter, because homegirl got you. It says step by step. All right. You also have stillness and vulnerability. And I knew this was going to happen. We got compass. I don't want to leave you out. There's something about the full moon and the new moon for some of you, because these have all been kind of like moon readings. Cause see, this is a new moon. That looks like full moon. Full moon is today. New moon is coming. Magnet is there. You manifest something. Start today with what that is. Okay? These are possibly the steps. And this compass is just really pretty, because I done already said we need this person to help us walk through the matrix, and then Spirit is like co-creating this message with us, okay? That here hits the matrix and the person that we think gonna call on the payphone. So everything is okay. The compass. The compass card asks you to become clear about the direction you want to take in life. I just want to leave you with that. Like, I could read the rest of y'all. If y'all say, lady, could you stop all that being cute? I'm not being cute. It's just, it's so beautiful. If the thought hits, sit with that energy. Like me reading more paragraphs for the sake of, it's not what I want. I want you guys to feel the vibes. And so exactly after what I just said, for compass to say, are you becoming, what does it say, are you? It says, it asks you to become clear about the direction you want to take. That is so insane. Oh my God, this puppy. But group 3, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna whisper it. I think I enjoy y'all reading the most. Spirit said don't say that. Oh, it's gonna be something else. Well, group 3, that is what I have. If you haven't already, please do like, share, comment, so that we can connect and share to our collective, so they can hear the messages. If it did not resonate at all, that is perfect. You are the bridge. You are the one that may have the capacity to share this with the people who need to hear it. Everybody else here gonna get what they want from it and go immediately to try to take the steps. But you can share it out to others that may not have been able to be here today. All right? And we're gonna move to group 4. Group 4, you chose the Labradorite crystal, and you have the Malachite card. Both breathtaking stones, I just want to add. Now, we talked about intuitive opportunities, prosperity, and not only protection, but abundance and I put financial together, positive financial shifts, as well as energy. Now, spiritual gifts improving, aid in manifestation. I want you guys to know that, as well as clarity in your directions, which means if your gift is the way and you're the matrix, I mean, you are Neo in the matrix, you're gonna know which way to twist and turn. Okay, which helps you along your path in a way that I want to say, what I was going to say, expand, express, like it makes things happen faster. Luck that people are going to call you lucky, like, because they don't see the work, or what you do still wouldn't make sense for how everything is just unfolding. I say that because starting your reading, you have the Trinity, right? The Trinity, I say, is like the love, or the one who just knew who the one would be and chooses you, right? So you're chosen. You came to this reading. It wasn't an accident. Now, something funny that came to mind just now is usually in the Three of Pentacles, there's like one big pentacle and two slightly smaller ones. So that's what I meant by something that you do. And then it's like the fairy helpers on the side. So they're doing half or more. You know what I mean? And it just makes everything seem like luck or go a little bit faster. It's collaborative. It's for entrepreneurs or those of you in careers, you work or sell something, whatever the case, where markets and merchants are involved. For some of you, that expands. That's an area that you'll explore, or prosperity could come through it. I like that there's an emphasis, because I'm a very practical person. I'm very realistic. If you're new to the channel, I'm sorry. Welcome into your reading, guys. Thank you all for being here today. If you hadn't already, after this reading, check your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign timestamps for zodiac messages. Like, share, comment. You know my spiel on how, if it resonates, great. If it does not, also great, because you know someone on your timeline or in your environment that could utilize the information, so that we can help awaken our collectives and communities and all do our little jobs, right? So, why I feel the Three of Pentacles is so important when it talks about a collaborative act or things working together. Only part of it's you. So this could include co-workers, or like I said, co-creating with the universe. And I like that it's going to appear to be some form of luck, because it may not make sense to the environment, to the people around you from where you started, or how fast it grows. And you can even see that in the card itself, because this rose, let me make sure that visibility is okay. It's all right. You see how it just grows from this little bit of nothing. So that means that anywhere it is and whatever it does, it will survive. For some of you, this could be remote work, working from home, or just having online businesses. Even though merchants do involve like actual physical, interactions where there's a exchange and receive or something. There's also like sometimes starting a business online does help, because you're not limited to a location. And so many people that have gone from like the US to Dubai or China, Asia, Europe, wherever you want, Africa, wherever you want to go, having that access, you know what I'm saying, a revenue, was very helpful. Okay. And if you know, as creators on YouTube, some of us may have experienced just that, where being able to be flexible allowed us the time to heal. If, being out in the environment is overstimulating and you trying to work through some things, but also want to eat, there you go. Something that comes easy, naturally, or what spirit helps you with. And it doesn't do this. So it's like, I'm not stumbling over my words, because I was going to say it buys you time. But some of us took what seemed like another doorway and like made it a thing. Like, we didn't just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do for now. Great, thanks. I needed that in the nick of time. And then, now we all doing something else. It's like, nope, hey, it still works. So moving away from things that no longer serve you could have been a very important aspect of getting here, because it requires you to move toward your wish fulfillment and your happiness. When other things that are unfair and involve like the shadow side of giving and receiving, where it will take a stroke of luck for something to work, or a person or an individual, it's like difficult. People taking credit for your work, like kind of like the shadowy energy of my King of Cups, like the shadowy energy of Scorpio. So if I have any Scorpios here, or where it could fall in your chart, or anything just revolving around like feeling owed or unappreciated, you may be recalibrating your give and take at work, with people, and even relationships, where on the bright side, you guys get ahead of others, or you get ahead of others because of the added help and support. On the shadow side, some of us that may have been over supportive, and how that's turning out, or what it's created. All right. Take it how it resonates. Okay. Because what it's created for the collective is a beautiful thing. It created something that can bloom anywhere or blossom anywhere. So maybe Spirit is even saying, for all that you have overcome, or overcame. Thank you, Spirit, because I said overcome. Spirit said overcame. You can survive anywhere. For some of you, it may even include astrocartography, where you are changes based on the energy lines. So in California, you may have a heightened experience in these things. In New York, these things. Internationally, these things. So some of those things could be significance, where a reconciliation of any situation that still involved some sort of exchange. I hope that makes sense, because that's how general I can make it without giving 7 examples that probably feeds 49 of you right now. It's like that. The one way to say it is just that little last part. Okay, you guys got a lot of 3s, so I feel like it comes as a healing factor. Some of you guys, it's a heart opening. So you're getting back into your groove. I don't want to say that was so toxic. Getting something to feel happy about. But any stagnation, a block is removed. So I'm saying temperance here. I don't want to say it, so that's why I move forward. But it's so crazy. I do literally see like the divinity working through you and it being energy. So it creates some sort of heart opening. So even though people see the 3 of Swords and go, ho, 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 would you stop watching the same people that say the same thing? You wouldn't think that. Okay. Now, even for you, right? Because Spirit always got my back, so I can shut up sometimes and just be politically correct. Here's the 4th sword that does come in, even if this 3 of Swords wasn't pretty for you, that is healing, which may be communication or some mental stimulation, okay? An answer, clarity, or a gift for your bravery, child. Okay? And as I say, gift for your bravery, for some of you guys, it's actually a healing communication after some regret and sadness or a missed opportunity. If you've felt that you missed an opportunity or a person felt that they didn't treat you right, some of you guys could be receiving communication that is like an energy boost. And I did say energy boost. That's crazy. Look at that. So it's like, regardless of what any card says or what any reader says, some of you energetically needed this, whatever comes in. So it's from the divine. It's some sort of chemical shift or alchemical shift. Let me say that. It also serves as someone who could have been protecting their heart and then now communicating. I do feel like there's a burst of energy. I do feel like the heart opening brings some sort of inspiration. You have 333 at this point. Okay. And that's a good thing. I feel like your accomplishments for doing the work is significant. The fox is considered to be the teacher or the wise one. So for some of you guys, it's like you're no longer feeling lost, combative, defensive. So if this is a relationship, if this is in a work environment where you're like, I'm better off alone. Some of you guys may see changes in your timeline that show difference in elements of support or co-creation. So I think that that's kind of cool. But the 10 of Wands does serve as like doing the work. Others of you, it definitely talks about carrying things with you. So what's going to help is I'm going to relieve some of the load, okay? And relieving some of the load emotionally or energetically, because for some of you, I feel like it's physical labor. It's just a toil and labor, like what you literally do every day. And then for others of you, it could be energetically, where the toil and labor of life makes you feel like you've missed an opportunity, which is heartbreaking and makes you just not really, I was going to say makes you defensive, because you feel like things are delayed or things that you waited for or at a distance. Okay. But voila. Okay. See, everybody else got their 4 swords together, and 4 wands together, and you got yours in a message from Spirit, and where we started with this co-creator that's going to help do something and make it won't make sense. That's what I can say. I don't think it will make sense. Now, you got 2 aces, so it does talk about new beginnings, new perspectives. I feel like for the new relationships, there's a difference between physical chemistry stimulation and like mental stimulation or conversation versus something that's just intimate. So if you had dealt with non-committal relationships, I do feel you could be moving on from that because it's burdensome. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. That took a while to like drip through my brain. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit has. We're gonna take, I don't know, I was gonna say a few more. Oh, okay, we got a new love, wish fulfillment, and marriage. Somebody want marriage? We also, is that Pluto? Okay, so we got a transformation in the subconscious. You want me to stick to that, Spirit? Okay, well, I don't be trying to just like give everybody game. Okay. So I can say for another group, the wisdom and knowledge message came from outside and around to tell them like how to use it. For you guys, it's more about in you. Something returns within you. You have a gift and an ability, and you're connected to a higher power. Once something activates or opens within you, there is some sort of temperance, a tempering. So there's an energy shift or some sort of change, because I see it here and it's practical. It's in life. These changes affect you like in life, and how you operate, or how, like, if you just feel like, dang, man, things ain't working right. Like, partners aren't lining up, you don't get the suitors you want, or you don't get the income you want from your job. They don't pay you enough, and I ain't gonna say you unhappy, but honestly, the Eight of Cups is saying, I'm not bitter about it. Like, I don't think some of you guys just walk around with a chip on your shoulder, but you definitely, you're moving away from things that no longer serve you, but possibly looking around like, well, damn, how many things gonna no longer serve me? Where is my ninth cup? And then Spirit is like, here you go. Here's your ninth cup. Okay. I feel like at first I thought a guy that wants a wife, or, I don't know what y'all into, guys, whoever, somebody want a partner that's feminine or sweet or nurturing and sensitive and all that kind of shit. And then here comes, okay, let me stick to one. Okay. Here comes, okay, your inner abilities and gifts, as well as some sort of shift internally, allows you to like manipulate the matrix through your subconscious and your conscious mind. So what happens on the outside is purely from something you learn to do through the inside of you, which happens, I feel, in your emotions, because how you feel is really important. And if you're so smart and like so good that when you don't feel good and things aren't working, you still smart enough to try to keep going. You don't just give up and break down and say, wow. But a beautiful shift in your prosperity that's coming to you is Spirit like admiring your inner work and your contributions. Like, a lot of you guys have like toiled and labored. Like, it's like physical work, moving all the time. I don't know, doing something, whatever you do, it's like something in life that happens. And I feel like these new things are coming to you for you to utilize. You learn how to do something differently because it all like comes to you. You know what I mean? It's like shown to you, but not from somebody outside of you. For some of you guys, it's like a transformation within you. The delays were caused by, things that were in the heart. And that could be, I just literally hit my heart. That could be connected to past life energy that resurfaces, which creates like some sort of magnetic attraction. I feel like, I don't know. That's funny, huh? Like, you come to somebody for some news and they be like, I don't know. Because I don't want to just keep digging in it, okay? Now, the mysteries. The information, the mysteries, okay. That's deep. I like that. I like Luna. Okay, Luna, I like where you're going with it, girl. Because I be trying to stay like, I want to say surface level so that everybody like comprehends and understands. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's go. All right, so here we go. A soft life versus a hard life. I can wrap that up there, right? You know how like sometimes it's like toil and labor, unemployment, just geez Louise, being underpaid, being not really appreciated, da 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 da. Those are the things that are changing. So prosperity for you is like, it's not just about money. And I just told that to another group. And so you guys get that. It's more so just about the feeling of success and bliss. Like you may feel like earning it feels way better than just like trying to believe it fall out of the sky for no reason. So you may be doing something that you want, you know what I mean? Your appreciation or payment for, not just, oh, I'm twiddling my thumb. I mean, the money could definitely fall out the sky for whatever bill that is you need. Don't get me wrong. And because of this Ace of Pentacles right here, for some of you, it just might. Okay? For some of you, it just might. But I also feel like it's just a level of graduation, a new way of thinking, this Midas touch energy, and the thing that you want to grow grows. So that's like great news for everybody. I was going to break it down for like people who are kind of like on their own. Which includes like somebody, like I said, underpaid, but you got more gifts than they're paying you for, or you got a business or hopes, ambitions and dreams, or whatever the case. It's like turning something to gold is magnificent. And for some of you, it's turning missed opportunities into gold. It's like your work is from saying no. So keep that in mind. Because people always talk about, well, when is the good one coming? When is my soulmate coming? When is my husband, my wife coming? Or, you know, where do I catch a break? Your work has been in not accepting and moving through and from, you know, opportunities that, well, you know, we're not going to go anywhere. Now, for some of you, it is definitely a relationship situation because you got 77. 77 in a love reading, which this was not, does talk about the one. The one is connected to the fox. The fox is not only sitting here like looking all smug over the work that it did. It's also right here from the King of Wands. And here go the Wands. So I don't know if the King of Wands sent the fox. But it's like, so I'm sending you, maybe Spirit gonna send you some. Do you pray for somebody? Maybe Spirit sends you someone. But it's like somebody has trust issues. And another one is like willing, after all of the time something didn't work, for a new start. You see how the energy just shifting? There are very deep, inspirational, like soul messages here. But I also see the demographic from the girl and the boy, the man and the woman, or the partnership. Because some of y'all, because I know y'all, this, you know, everybody. But there's a feminine and masculine energy present, or just how your personalities are. How about that? She's here with the heart opening. So maybe you manifest things through the heart. Follow me, right? Because if you say, I don't care about, you know, take the message how it resonates, but understand that this message spills off into your life in different ways. So for, let's just say couples, there's one aspect of it where the heart opens. The heart opens and allows for something to work, which is what a masculine or a counterpart would say is all I wanted you to do, because it helps with communication. I don't mind working, breaking my back to keep us together because, you know, paying this lights or whatever, because it's worth the work. The chemistry, you know, comes back. Where first I'm down in the dumps, blue mood, looking at how things were, or just going through tough times, right? But this spark of inspiration comes from not having trust issues because you feel you can see, or you trust your intuition. So you don't do the little things that create friction in the environment that ruins relationships. And that's impressive. Okay. Now, the masculine energy, I feel, is what someone wished for or brings the happiness, which is why I laughed, because I wondered who sent the fox. So somebody sent them. Like, so it could be like a divinely guided relationship where either a person learns through this multiple times and becomes this or manifests this. Does that make sense? And it's like, whatever this is for you is what it is. And if you say, well, flip a card, what is it for me? That you got it. That's a person. This is thousands of people watch this. So you see that here's the wand. Here's all of the wands. And it has something to do with this work. Like, we did this together, all of this. So somebody want to build together, and it's like, ooh, for some of y'all, that sounds like struggle love. I'm not going to lie. But it's like, you don't know what can happen. And especially with the Midas touch or the divine included, like, hello type deal. That is kind of cute. I don't know. See what I mean? And then here we go. Here we go. Keep working on it. If you ask me how, some of you guys, it's a job. Others of you, it's your craft. For some of you, it's just consistency, a marriage that works. Something starts to work. Your message is something starts to work. Here's work, right? And then here's appreciation. Here's, oh my gosh, giving you the roses. This is the needle in the haystack. Something that you were looking for right there. And I'm not even going to show the Emperor, because it seems like everything that we were talking about, oh my God, these like, oh my God, look at them. They're so beautiful. It's like, this is the King of Kings. This is the husband. See, I knew marriage was involved in the spirit. It's like, I'm trying to go mind my beeswax. But look at that. Especially if you're single. I don't think this is for a couple so far. I think you're single, whoever I'm talking to. That's crazy. But you have the 2 cups, harmony, balance, and love. I feel like the 2 swans represents like 2 water signs, or just 2 people that could be actual soulmates. So she is the water sign. And I feel like this is just maybe something that she's manifesting. But if you're a dude here, it's like you could be with somebody manifesting. So chill. It's not just an all girl reading. But why I said that it could be connected to marriage is because this is a good husband, not just a husband, even though this represents a husband as well. And then the Hierophant behind them, marriage. And then behind the Hierophant, because it's like the Hierophant mean all kind of shit. Yeah. But then the 2 of Cups came up. So I don't know, maybe somebody marriage is a lot of work, because this sword like that could also talk about liberating yourself from, you know, somebody who didn't do that work and had too many other people working in on it. But we don't want to talk about that right now. Group 4, I do appreciate your time. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come back for my next video. And until next time. All right, my loves, we are moving into the zodiac portion of your pick a card. And you can listen to your sun, moon, Venus, and rising signs. I do have a few tarot cards here. I got my King of Swords for intelligence, okay, so that I can articulate your messages with precision. And also the Sun card was just sitting here, and I didn't want to move it because we do want the most auspicious message, but also to shed awareness, okay, or highlight something regardless of what it is. Okay, now the zodiac reading represents expansion, optimism, generosity, growth, and abundance. And in Cancer, with the Jupiter, you know, the super luck portal that we're kind of going through June through Leo season. Actually, it started in June, and it kind of amplified in the present moment almost today, like really with this, I think, is it a super moon? With the full strawberry moon, if some of you guys know what I'm talking about, because I saved this section for those of you that could be interested in astrology and like horoscope and stuff, since I do have a university that teaches it. But that, let's just say for everybody else that came here and don't want to be overwhelmed with information, there are portals of opportunity that the intentions were set specifically for your Sun, Moon, and Venus signs relative to the title. So we talked about unexpected abundance, prosperity, healing, wellness, all the things that you guys may have experienced through your pick a card. If you did not participate in the pick a card, then this is just a direct, more accurate message for you according to your Sun, Moon, Venus, rising sign. Okay? But if you're interested, don't be shy, because we had loads of fun. Moving forward, we're going to start with Aries, but I do want to say, read your rising signs first. And if you don't know, I do offer natal readings as well as horoscope. And what I do is with your natal chart, that is more of when you were born and what was in the sky and what that could mean, not only in tropical astrology, but also Vedic, Drachian, and more. Astrocartography, the works. Now with your horoscope, I take that same natal information, but I put it with today's transits. And that formula and algorithm is probably the most accurate prediction that you could get for yourself, not just your whole zodiac sign, but for you. So with further ado, or no further ado, or however that goes, I always say try reading your rising sign, because that talks about life events. The sun sign, your identity. The moon, emotional blessings. And Venus, love, money, gifts, beauty, and ease. Okay? Now we're going to start with Aries. How about y'all? Come on down. So Aries, Jupiter in Cancer activates home, family, roots, and emotional security. For Aries sun, this is a glow up. Through peace, your confidence grows when your foundation is stable. So for Aries moon, it's more emotional healing and family softness. It brings the answered prayer energy from our reading. For Aries and Venus, gifts may come through family, housing, decor, property, or someone showing love through support. And for Aries rising, this is a stroke of luck for moving, improving your home, reconnecting with relatives, or creating a sanctuary. Now, the spread that could connect with you is the rose quartz and emerald, which I think was group 1. It says a family celebration, peaceful home blessing, or emotional milestone may arrive as a pleasant surprise. Okay? We're going to move to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Jupiter in Cancer activates communication, siblings, neighbors, learning, short travel, and local connections. Also, okay, because I'm having to make sure my mic's still on, child. Your Taurus sun, okay, your voice becomes luckier. Speak, write, teach, pitch, or share your ideas. So wherever Taurus falls in your chart, but especially for Taurus sun, use your voice. Okay. For Taurus moon, comforting conversations and signs from spirit may reassure you. For Taurus Venus, gifts can arrive through messages, invitations, local trips, siblings, cousins, clients, or social media. For Taurus rising, this can bring good news, contracts, classes, new skills, or a helpful community connection. Now you may connect to Pyrite, Unikite, which I believe was, I should remember these things, huh? I think it was group 2, right? Answered prayer may arrive through one conversation, one email, or an unexpected yes. Okay? Now we're going to move to Gemini. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. This activates money, income, possessions, self-worth, and material security. For Gemini sun, prosperity grows when you finally claim your value. For Gemini moon, emotional safety increases through better finances and feeling provided for. For Gemini Venus, this is beautiful for gifts, raises, luxury purchases, beauty spending, and attracting people who value you. For Gemini rising, this is, I think, one of the strongest, abundant placements in this time. Generous offers or valuable resources can show up. Now you guys may connect with group 4, Labradorite and Malachite. It says prosperity may come in a surprising form, especially when you trust your intuition around money. And we did talk about money. That's insane. All right. We are going to move to Cancer. Okay. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus rising. This activates you directly. Your identity, confidence, appearance, new beginnings, and personal expansion. For Cancer Sun, this is a personal blessing cycle. You are becoming more visible, hopeful, and magnetic. For Cancer Moon, emotional renewal is the gift. Your inner world softens and expands. For Cancer Venus, you may attract love, compliments, gifts, beauty upgrades, and financial ease. For Cancer Rising, this is a once in 12-year life expansion transit, bringing fresh starts, lucky openings, and divine timing around your path. All 4 cards speak to celebration, answered prayers, wellness, and prosperity. So you are the vessel receiving the blessing. I'm not kidding you. All 4 of our groups in the pick a card, Cancer Rising. That is insane. So we may have just unlocked the code. Now everybody need to go look in your natal charts to see where Cancer even is, child. Well, I guess that would only be applicable if you're not Cancer and you just happen to still be listening to me. Otherwise, Cancer is like, girl, shut up. And I will. So let's get to my Leos. That is so cool. Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign. This activates rest, healing, closure, spirituality, dreams, and hidden support. For Leo Sun, abundance comes when you stop forcing and allow spirit to work behind the scenes. For Leo Moon, emotional healing, sleep, retreat, and forgiveness become lucky. For Leo Venus, secret admirers, private support, spiritual gifts, or money from unseen channels may appear. For Leo Rising, this is a powerful preparation cycle before your next big personal expansion. Hidden blessings are gathering, okay? I feel that you might connect to group 3, which was the orange calcite jade, because we literally talked about rest and recovery, peaceful sleep, decluttering, packing and moving. It was just a lot, but also a quiet miracle may be your pleasant surprise. And we're going to move to Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising activates friends, community, wishes, social networks, audiences, and long-term dreams. For Virgo Sun, your luck grows through people acceptance, accepting invitations, and collaborations. For Virgo Moon, emotional nourishment comes from friends who truly feel like family. And for Virgo Venus, gifts, money, referrals, romance, or opportunities may come through groups, online platforms, or community spaces. For Virgo Rising, this is a wish fulfillment transit. Damn. Virgos and Cancers popping right now. Support systems expand and your dreams feel more possible. Okay. So you might connect to group 2. I believe that was the Unakite and Pyrite, because it did talk about answered prayers. I'm sorry. May come through a person, team, audience, or unexpected helper. And I'm only giving these little side notes in case you did not do the pick a card, or even if you did. Okay. So Virgo, we're going to move to Libra. Dear Libra, this is for Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Activates career, reputation, leadership, success, recognition, and public blessing. For Libra Sun, your purpose and visibility expands. People may finally recognize what you bring. For Libra Moon, emotional security comes from feeling respected and capable. For Libra Venus, money, praise, clients, gifts, promotions, or beautiful professional opportunities can arrive. For Libra Rising, this is one of the strongest career luck transits. So I love that. See, I'm getting the key factors. I see where the strongest transits are. I'm going to take some notes. I feel like Leadership, advancement, a public win, or a major achievement may come through. Now, you guys may connect to Malachite prosperity energy. It's very loud here. Your present surprise may be a promotion, paid opportunity, award, or career door opening, because it did talk about hard work. Okay, that was group 4. Now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpioninis, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Scorpio, this transit activates travel, higher learning, publishing, spirituality, legal matters, teaching, and expansion of belief. For Scorpio Sun, your luck grows when you think bigger and step beyond the familiar. For Scorpio Moon, emotional healing comes through faith, travel, study, or spiritual guidance. And for Scorpio Venus, love, money, or gifts may come from long-distance connections, education, publishing, or international opportunities. For Scorpio Rising, this can bring scholarships, trips, visas, mentors, spiritual awakenings, or meaningful breakthroughs. Now, you could connect to Labradorite, which was also group 4. It says, trust the mystery. The blessing may arrive through a journey, a teacher, a dream, or a sudden intuitive download. Sagittarius, sorry about that. My Saggies, Jesus Louise. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This transit activates shared money, intimacy, debts, inheritances, grants, investments, healing, and transformation. For Sagittarius Sun, prosperity comes through deeper trust and wiser sharing. For Sagittarius Moon, emotional abundance comes through release, therapy, intimacy, or spiritual clearing. Okay, I'll take clearing. For Sagittarius Venus, gifts may come through a partner, family support, loans, settlements, bonuses, inheritances, commissions, or shared resources. For Sagittarius Rising, this can be powerful for debt relief, financial backing, emotional rebirth, and receiving help you did not expect. Now, you might connect with group 2, which was Pyrite and Malachite, because support is becoming available. A hidden resource, financial solution, or generous offer may become your answered prayer. Now we will do Capricorn, okay? Capricorn, it is your turn. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Jupiter in Cancer activates partnerships, marriage, contracts, clients, agreements, and one-on-one relationships for you, Capricorn. For Capricorn Suns, your growth comes through receiving help instead of carrying everything alone. For Capricorn Moon, emotional blessings arrive through loyalty, commitment, and safer connections. For Capricorn Venus, this is beautiful for love, proposals, gifts from partners, business clients, and mutual beneficial agreements. For Capricorn Rising, relationships can expand in lucky ways. Commitment, collaboration, reconciliation, or a high-value client may arrive. You may connect with Group 1, the Rose Quartz and Emerald, because celebration may come through love, partnership, engagement, a contract, or someone you choose. Okay? We are going to get to Aquarius. My Aquaninis, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This transit activates work, wellness, daily routines, service, habits, pets, and practical support. For Aquarius Sun, your luck grows through better systems, better health habits, and meaningful work. For Aquarius Moon, emotional peace comes from stability, rest, and a body that feels cared for. For Aquarius Venus, gifts may come through co-workers, clients, wellness treatments, useful tools, better schedules or paid services. For Aquarius Rising, this transit can improve your job routine, health support, and everyday quality of life. I feel like Group 4 could be significant for you, Aquarius, but also Group 3, which was Jade and Orange Calcite. It talked about your wellness returning. The pleasant surprise may be a better work rhythm. and helpful assistance, healing solutions, or daily life upgrade. Okay. And I think like but what that manifests for you, I feel like came through group 4. So it was like something to be said in group 3 and then something to be said in group 4. And I don't know, like if you go like listen to it now, together or just one or the other, you're gonna hear it. That's crazy. So we're gonna jump to Pisces. Let's see, my Pisces. There you go. I don't know what I'm reaching for. All right. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This transit activates romance, creativity, children, joy, pleasure, visibility, and self-expression. For Pisces Sun, your confidence grows when you let yourself be seen, loved, and celebrated. For Pisces Moon, emotional abundance comes through play, romance, art, children, or simple joy. For Pisces Venus, this is very lucky for love, dating, gifts, beauty, creative money, artistic praise, and sweet surprises. For Pisces Rising, this can bring romance, pregnancy, or child-related blessings, creative breakthroughs, performances, a joyful celebration. You may connect with Group 1 with the Emerald and Rose Quartz because it was a celebratory card. Your answered prayer may come wrapped as love, art, laughter, or a moment that reminds you life can still feel magical. Okay? This concludes our zodiac portion of your pick a card. I do hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.